Hey, welcome back. My name is Vicki-Lynne. I am so glad you guys are here today. I have a very quick meal prep for you. My husband and I made his famous pinto beans frijoles with some nopales, which is cactus in it. So we have that going for us this week. I wanted a soup. I know it's like spring, but I'm still in the mood for soup. And I'm going to use some cannelli beans or white beans, whatever you want to use. And I'm just using a few things that I have around the house for that. And I am going to make some chocolate quinoa porridge. And I already have a big salad, so I think we're pretty set. And I might make some rice, so stick with me. Hey there, my name is Vicki-Lynne. I am so glad you stopped by my channel. I follow a whole food plant-based diet. I don't use oil, and I'm on a journey to lose some weight, lower my cholesterol, and move my body every day. So if that interests you, please hit that subscribe button and scooch on over and hit that bell icon so that you're notified every time one of my meal preps or one of my videos goes up. I also do some grocery hauls, and again, I'm following a hybrid of the Starch Solution, you know, Dr. Greger's and Dr. Neil Bernard's. I just love them all. They're, again, I pick and choose, but definitely we're on a healthy journey to make the rest of your life the best of your life. So today I'm making a soup. I'm making chocolate quinoa porridge. Doesn't that sound good for breakfast? And my husband and I already made some frijoles earlier, which is pinto beans. And I'll take that video up there. He actually did it because his always turn out way better than mine. Now, if you're new here, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and scooch on over and hit that bell icon. I really appreciate it. And if you get any value from my video, you learn something new, I'm full of tips and tricks and how to be budget friendly, and make sure you give this a big thumbs up. So we're going to get into our cooking, and the first thing I want to do is I'm going to start on the soup. And when I like to cook, I like to have everything ready to go. So I always gather my ingredients. It just makes it easier from walking back and forth, and we have like another storage thing that away. So I'm always having to go back and forth. It's just the way the cabinets are, and the fact that we're foodies, and I probably have almost every spice under the sun. So I'm going to be using, let me put the lid back on before I lift it up. I'm going to be using my own homemade vegetable stock. And I'll link that one up there. I just use my scraps just like everybody else. I've been doing that for over 30 some years. Back in the day, it used to be in my slow cooker that I would put everything in, but now it's in an Instant Pot, and I just throw that all in with a couple of bay leaves and whatever other spices I want. And I have my own veggie stock, and I just keep rotating. So we're going to just add some onion. I've got some really nice carrots, but I'm just going to use the white, the yellow, and the orange for the soup. A potato. I'm going to use the cannelli beans, and then part of them I'm actually going to blend in the blender and put that into the soup at the end so that it makes it creamy, but it's still going to have veggies in it, and we're also going to put some spinach in there. Super simple. And when I cook, I do like to have everything ready to go before I head over to the stove because I don't like going back and forth. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take some of the aquafaba and the beans from this, and I'm just going to blend those until they're nice and smooth. So we're going to use this to make the cream sauce, sort of. And again, if you're new to this lifestyle, white beans or cannelli beans are perfect for making salad dressings where you don't want to use cashews instead, because cashews can be higher in fat. So if you're trying to lose weight, whatever, or be a little bit more healthy, I've learned lately that I do need to, even though I don't cook with oil, I mean, sometimes we travel, sometimes there's hidden oil. I'm not going to lie, I'm not perfect. I'm never going to be perfect. And this is just a journey. So I'm going to blend those up, and I'm going to cut the carrots. And now you can cut them any way you want. I like to make sure that they're a little bite. You could grate them, but I prefer it being almost like a creamy vegetable soup is what I'm going for. So our pan is heating up. I have a little splash of water. Add in your onion. Also add in your carrot. And we're gonna let that saute. I'm still sauteing my onions and carrots. I'm just gonna add in my garlic. We're gonna let that saute. And I'm gonna get started on my chocolate quinoa porridge. And it couldn't be easier. So I'm going to do 1 cup of quinoa. Now mine is from Costco, so you don't need to rinse that one. But if you have regular quinoa, then do rinse it first. And then it's 1 part quinoa, 1 part milk, and then 1 part water. So far pretty easy. To that we're going to add our cocoa powder. You can use cocoa powder or cacao powder. Just remember cacao is a little bit more bitter. I'm going to bring that up to a boil, and I am going to add a little bit of maple syrup just for some sweetness. Don't worry, the recipe will be down below. I'll never leave you hanging. This is like one of my favorites, and I actually will show you what else I do with this once it cools. You can do parfaits or anything with it. So we're just going to bring this up to a boil. We're going to put the lid on and let it simmer for 10 to 12 minutes until the quinoa is cooked. Super easy. High in protein, all healthy. I'm going to add a little splash of water. Make sure it doesn't burn. We're going to add in our potatoes, our stock, and we're going to bring that up to a boil. I'm going to throw a bay leaf in here. So we're just going to bring that up to a boil, and we're going to let it simmer until the carrots and the potatoes are nice and soft. I am going to add a little bit of thyme, and then we're going to bring that to a boil, and we're going to put a lid on it. So we're going to add in the rest of our can of beans. And we're going to wilt some spinach in here. And we all know the spinach just disappears. We're going to add in our pureed beans. Just a little bit of water here just to clean out the container. We don't want to waste any of it. There we go. Nice, healthy, delicious soup for our lunches this week. Got our chocolate quinoa porridge for our breakfast. Do add a nice squeeze of lemon. It'll just give it a little brightness just before you serve. And of course, always adjust your seasonings, guys. That goes without saying. Check it for salt and pepper, see if you need more time. I think I'm just going to add in a little bit of pasta. You could do orzo, whatever you want. We're gonna just let that cook off, and then we're all done. Okay, my friends, this was a quick and easy meal prep. We have a soup, we have our breakfasts, we have salad. I think I'm going to make some naan bread this week because I still have falafels in my freezer. And yeah, I think we're good. I hope you've enjoyed this. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button, give it a big thumbs up. Really appreciate it. And don't forget to go over and join our Facebook group. We just do some challenges over there. We share recipes, anything like that. If you ever need encouragement, just pop all over and just go, yo, I need help. And everybody will be there to help you. Anyway, until next time, we'll see you soon.